morning, you guys. I hope you're all having a lovely day whenever you're watching this. If you have seen my other vlogs, you're probably thinking to yourself, wow, that was a really short morning montage, because usually I would show you guys me making coffee or breakfast here in the van, and that is just not what happened this morning. In fact, Olive and I had a fairly unsettling morning, and I'm going to tell you guys about it. And if you're new here, hi, I'm Casey. I live in my self-converted camper van, full-time on the road with my cat Olive. So just for some context, we are in a very small town in southern Utah, and we have already switched spots, but the spot we were at last night and this morning was actually a big dirt pull-off off the main road going in and out of town. So Olive and I woke up fairly early. I started working on my computer and recording some footage for the vlog, and I noticed at about 7 a.m. a black car went past us very slowly on the main road here. The speed limit is 40 miles an hour, and this car was going maybe 15 to 20 miles an hour, which struck me as odd, but they kept driving, so I really didn't think much of it. Until about 5 minutes later, the same car came back down the road and pulled off into the same lot as us and actually drove behind the van. And I was close enough to the car at this point that I could see there were two men in it. One was driving and one was in the passenger seat. And they actually went up a little road that was behind the lot that we were parked in. And they got to the end of the road, turned right back around, and then very slowly started coming back down the road towards the van. So this whole time I'm sat up here in the cab area very discreetly, trying to watch what they're doing out this driver's side window. But once they got close enough back towards the van, I actually moved from up here into the back area because that is where I keep my safety items. And unfortunately, I don't have a window on the driver's side back there, so I lost my visual of them, but I could hear that they pulled their car up right along the driver's side of the van, and they actually honked their horn at us. Which, of course, I ignored. And after I didn't respond to their honk, one of them got out of the car and came up and started knocking on my driver's side window, which I also ignored. And just to clarify, this was not a police car, this was not a security car. These were just two dudes in a car. So a couple minutes after I ignored the knocking, they finally left. They went back out onto the road, and I watched them slowly drive away. At this point, I knew I needed to leave the lot, but I wasn't sure where I was going to go because, again, this is a small town and it is surrounded by very desolate areas. So the last thing I wanted to do was immediately try to leave town, drive out into the middle of nowhere, and have them follow me. So I was looking up on my phone options for places to go, and I kid you not, 30 to 45 minutes later, the same car comes back down the road and pulls off on a street just up the road from us. So my brain is immediately telling me, oh, these guys are up the street and now they're just watching you. So I decided to come here, about 3 minutes away, to a local breakfast joint. I didn't see them follow me, and I haven't seen them in the hour that I've been sat here now. But yeah, pretty weird morning. So all that to say, you guys, I've decided Olive and I are driving about 2 hours away from here today. I feel better about doing it now that it's later in the day and there are just more cars on the road in general. And we're also going to be passing through the Four Corners, which is the intersection of Utah, Colorado, Arizona, and New Mexico here in the US. There's a monument there that I will bring you guys along with me to go see. But other than that, the only priority today is finding and getting to a place where we feel safe settling for the night. So yeah, let's hit the road. I'm ready to leave. Well, you guys, we made it into the city. We are staying at a public park for the night. And there was actually already a Sprinter van here when we got here, which I kind of like. I always enjoy having a nomadic neighbor. But the Four Corners was cool. It is definitely more of a photo opportunity than anything else, so I wouldn't recommend going out of my way for it, but I'm glad that I saw it because it was on the way here. So other than that, the drive absolutely wiped me out, so I stopped to get Chipotle for dinner, which I am so excited about. So I'm gonna go eat that and spend the rest of my night with Olive. What else is new? We had such a nice night here last night, you guys. I am so thankful I decided to drive here yesterday. It has been a relaxing and peaceful and beautiful morning here in the van. And this public park has a ton of prairie dogs, which I don't know what they usually eat, but I fed them some peas and carrots this morning because that is all I had, and Google said it would be fine. So we do unfortunately need to backtrack a little bit today because one of the reasons we were in that town in Utah was because I was waiting for some packages to get delivered to a post office about 35 or 40 miles away from there. And I passed by the post office on my drive yesterday, but the packages didn't get delivered until this morning. So we need to go back and get those. I also need to stop by a Walmart here in town, pick up a couple things, and dump some of my trash while I'm here in this park because they have some really nice large public trash cans that I am very thankful for. So yeah, I don't know exactly where we're gonna end up tonight. I have 3 spots picked out. One of them is public land, another is a casino, and the third one is a Love's truck stop. So yeah, I think it's totally gonna depend on how much driving I feel like doing, and we will just play it by ear. Well, you guys, we had a successful trip to the post office. I picked up both packages I was waiting on, and then we came here to Love's, which, to be fair, was the closest option, and I was tired of driving, but I never hate a truck stop stay, and weirdly enough, they always feel really safe. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. I know it got off to a very weird start, and then the last 2 days have been pretty uneventful because of it, but I hope you enjoyed it anyway. And thank you in advance if you leave us a like or a comment down below. They really, really help out the videos and the channel in general. And subscribe to the channel if you are not already subscribed and you would like to keep up with me and Olive and our life on the road. We hope you guys have a great week, and we will see you in the next video.